Ever been pushed so far that your kindness just snaps? For me, it started with something as small as a stolen lunch. But over 6 long days, that small thing turned into pure frustration until I finally decided to fight back. And let's just say, when I did, someone ended up gasping for air on the cafeteria floor. If you've ever been disrespected, underestimated, or felt invisible while someone walked all over you, you'll understand exactly what I felt. So hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready, because this is one of the most unexpectedly satisfying revenge stories you'll ever hear. About 3 years ago, I worked in a massive factory. We were split across 5 different temp agencies, which meant every week there were new faces, new names, and new problems. No one really knew anyone. The break room felt like a bus station. People came, people left, and you just tried to survive another 12-hour shift without losing your sanity. Now, I wasn't asking for much, just one peaceful lunch break. My lunch was my one escape, a small reward after hours of noise, sweat, and exhaustion. But one Monday, it was gone. At first, I thought maybe I misplaced it. By Wednesday, I realized someone was actually stealing my food. Every single day, I'd open that fridge and find an empty space where my lunch should have been. And by Friday, it wasn't just about food anymore. It was about respect. When you work long shifts, lunch isn't just a meal, it's survival. 6 days in a row, 12 hours each, no lunch. I was starving, angry, and humiliated. I tried small hints first. Sticky notes. Please stop stealing. Then, this lunch belongs to someone who works hard. And finally, touch my food again and you'll regret it. But nothing worked. People laughed about the lunchbox bandit like it was a running joke. Some even suggested it might be my imagination. That was the moment I realized something. If I wanted justice, I had to make it happen. That weekend, I stayed up late watching a video about the world's hottest pepper, the Carolina Reaper. And then it hit me. If the thief wanted to keep taking my lunch, they were going to taste hell itself. I spent hours preparing the most beautiful steak fajitas I'd ever made. Perfectly seasoned, sizzling with flavor. Then came the final touch. I minced those Carolina Reapers into a bright red pico de gallo. One taste, and you'd be begging for mercy. I smiled to myself as I sealed the container. It looked delicious, colorful, inviting, completely innocent. A masterpiece of deception. Next morning, I walked into work early. The factory buzzed with machinery and the low hum of forklifts. I made sure no one was around, then gently placed my devil fajitas into the fridge, right where I always kept my food. Clear lid, perfect view. All morning I worked like nothing was different, but inside my heart pounded with anticipation. Every few minutes I'd glance at the break room door, waiting for my mystery thief to take the bait. By lunch I could barely focus. I imagined them grabbing my container, thinking they'd scored another free meal. But this time, it wasn't a meal, it was Judgment Day. An hour later, the first scream echoed through the factory. A woman's voice, high-pitched, panicked. "Help! Somebody help!" I dropped what I was doing and ran to the break room. And there she was, the lunchbox bandit, lying on the floor, red-faced, gasping for air. Her eyes were wide open, tears streaming down her cheeks. The faint smell of peppers filled the air, sharp and fiery. For a split second, my heart stopped. Then I realized it worked. She'd taken the bait. Co-workers rushed in, calling for help, fanning her, giving her water. I stood there, pretending to be shocked, my face the perfect mask of confusion. "What happened?" I asked, though I already knew. One guy said, "She was eating something from the fridge and suddenly couldn't breathe. It's like her throat closed up." Later, I learned the Reaper peppers had triggered a severe asthma attack. She had to be rushed to the hospital. That day, the entire factory was buzzing with gossip. Everyone was whispering about the lunchbox incident, but no one ever mentioned stolen lunches again. The fridge stayed untouched for weeks. It was like the ghost of the lunchbox bandit haunted every meal. Every now and then, someone would joke about it. "Hey, you sure that's not his lunch?" And everyone would laugh nervously. As for her, she never came back. No one asked why. No one needed to. The unspoken rule was clear. Don't mess with another person's food. And me? I kept my mouth shut. I never confessed. Not to HR, not to coworkers, not to anyone, until now. Looking back, do I feel guilty? A little. I didn't mean to send someone to the hospital. I just wanted my respect back, to stop being treated like I didn't matter. But in a weird way, that fiery little lesson taught everyone something much bigger. That when you keep pushing someone, even over something small, eventually they push back. Justice doesn't always come with a courtroom or a badge. Sometimes it comes in a Tupperware bowl, garnished with cilantro and limes. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe, because every week we dive into the real, raw, and unexpectedly satisfying moments where karma finally shows up. Now tell me in the comments, what's the most creative revenge you've ever witnessed? Because sometimes the best justice is served spicy.